Welcome to the beautiful world of aquascaping. I'm so excited because I'm going to the airport to pick up the Aquaflora team together with Felipe Oliveira, one of the best aquascapers in the world. Felipe is going to rescape the tank that actually George Farmer scaped 1.5 years ago in 2017. And that tank is empty now. We took it apart. Sorry, George. You actually told me that you really like his tank that he scaped in the UK at Aquarium Gardens.
This was aquascaped by Philippe. He did this as part of a workshop. Classic triangular composition, really complex. This is my favourite scape in the store.
They have done so much for the aquascaping world in the last years. You could just sell plants, sit in the office and sell plants to us, but you're going out and you're helping everybody to promote this hobby. This is a wonderful thing. Really looking forward to this event. Stay tuned.
Hey now, honey, I've been driving around in my car, looking for some kind of open bar. It's gonna be alright, gonna be alright.
So you guys were not kidding.
But I'll work it out with
Definitely.
a good time, ain't doing no harm.
Really, really nice. So it's the time, shall I say, welcome to the beautiful world of aquascaping. Yes? George, I will take care of the tank for you, so sorry. Maybe in 1 year they tear down this one and escape. You can escape. Smile. Cheese. But I can do the grandpa walk. They call me grandpa because of the beard and I look a little bit old. So, but it's always wisdom, it's experience. So you will see it tomorrow. Most of people now is so focused on artscape and monospecies aquascapes that sometimes after that first impact they become too boring. And then the elements, I think we should add them with the plants and give them the color. Because a layout like this, depending how you trim it, and depending how it grows with the time, you can give them a different shape all the time. It's changing. It's like a canvas. You are retouching it, you are painting it again. You can even take some part of the plants and put a new ones, and the layout will be completely different. This is what I think about aquascaping, is the challenge. So no pressure, no pressure for tomorrow, no pressure, no pressure. No problem, I like challenge, and usually when it gets more serious, it's when the results are better. I like that. If it is just comfortable in your comfort zone, it's not a challenge anymore, so you start getting a little bit lazy. So tomorrow you can expect something different. I will give my best.
I'm Esther, I'm from Aquaflora. Aquaflora was founded by my father in 1965, so we are 53 years old already. So apart from selling plants, producing plants and selling plants all over the world and mainly Europe, a few years ago we came with our t-shirt which says aquascaping makes my world go round. And we take this very literally because we travel all over the world, we meet people all over the world, and it's like a big community, it's a big family. In all the shops of aquascaping that we have visited, also in Asia, where they are very beautiful, I think this is the most beautiful shop. Every detail is perfect. I think none of the tour visits will be as professional as this one, with Balázs as a cameraman. And look at all the equipment, it's just amazing. And then the background of all these beautiful tanks, which brings me to my next thing, which is Felipe Oliveira. He is working for Aquaflora for, I think, 8 years, 9 years now?
Yeah, 8 years.
Yeah.
Going 9 years.
And he's a big pro. Philippe is the tree man, but I doubt if he's gonna make a tree today. I don't think so, right?
No trees. No trees.
Okay, so Philippe, I think it's time for you.
Thank you, guys.
Good luck.
Thank you so much. Nowadays, the time is really too short. We are very busy in everything. And one of the things that I have learned with the time pass is if you're going to use your free time, do it well. I always give my best in everything that I do. I love challenge, so when Victor invited me to be here, Of course, I already knew that the shop was amazing because I've seen on pictures, and I must say that live is more impressive. Because it's like going to Lisbon, to Oceanário. We can see a lot of pictures and videos of the space, but nothing prepares you for the first impact. Just getting on that place and look to the tank and say, wow.
The things you always dared to dream. Oh.
The shop is more or less the same. Those guys are doing an amazing job on YouTube. They make professional videos. I can see now I'm feeling very important to be on those cameras.
As the pain begins to ease.
Those guys received some manzanita. I'd say, why not? I was going to use some fossil rocks, but then the color of the wood will not make the contrast with the sand. So it would be too much monocolor for what I really want. So this is why I'm going to use landscape rocks. This is the gray rocks. And also I don't see too much scapes that we have those rocks visible. Unless, no, none. 1, 2, 3. So one of the things that I usually do is just place down the hardscape in a way that I can look to the textures, to the size, and start building up. For some of you, will look like the guy is just throwing away rocks inside of the tank. I can explain to you the reason why and why I'm selecting those rocks to putting inside. But I place on my head like a small puzzle, and the first rock and the other ones will follow. If it doesn't work, just take it off, because it doesn't mean to be there. I remember some words from Emano in Lisbon, just throw them. And of course, how they roll and they place there, they look more natural. Of course, I'm not doing this here, but when we place the details, it is how it works. We fill it up a cup, could be the small rocks, just make it like that. You're not going there with a pincet like a gourmet food just to place one by one, so we just throw them. First thing that I do in the tank, I will put the soil. Only take care of the nutrition base like power sand or even capsules, whatever you want to put. Afterwards, when I have the first layer of soil. We are going to use the ADA, the normal aqua soil, not the light. First layer of soil will help me to place the rock on the tank. They will not slide. So they also help me to give the shape I want, cover it where I need to stand up on the place, and then build up the structure. Maybe one more. You want a strong nutrition-based substrate. Try to get the nutrition to the plants. The concept or the idea is to make similar to this, but not in a triangular shape, but in a V shape. Okay, let's give the shape that I need. Grab one glove. It's not an obligation, but usually when I finish scape a tank, it's like being in agriculture for my hand. Start placing the first rock. This is a heavy one, and looking for the texture of it. I like this side. See, it's much easier. If you need to move it somehow, it's easier because it's already with soil underneath. So let's make the construction work. The idea of, or the conception of the Yagumi somehow is the rock's composition. So when you look to a tank, instead of being alone, they are in a group formation. It's like you look to the nature and the wind, the rain already took care of the joint, the particles in the soil around it. So it's like erosion. So we take that and make like the composition is already there for a long time. The idea of making something here will be more or less the same. Try to place the rocks in somehow they look like a group composition. back, I will use stem plants in both sides, epiphyte plants on the front, like Anubias, Microzorums, Bobitis, and try to use the better way this piece of wood. This rock does not have too much volume, but it doesn't mean that placing a rock, more or less, you give the volume you need. It's like being part of it already. I took this one, it's not a normal rock, can be always used to give a small detail or depth to the tank. So far, you have any doubts about it? Are you looking to me? I just follow my instinct and put it in there. Of course, here, since I start placing the wood in the position, I will disguise the parts that I really don't like. Always take your time doing the hardscape. The most important thing, if you are comfortable growing plants, you can always disguise that small parts that they are not working properly or not so perfect with plants on it. Now placing power sand in the area that I will plant. It's good? No? I know it's the same, but...
Can you do it again?
This is the one that will float, okay? Just take note. I'm leaving that to you, huh?
Why didn't you choose the big one?
That one. It's a bit weird, the shape of it. I don't want to break another one. The way how it works is just to take this part from here. How you place it in the tank, there is no area for placing this. I know this came from the United States, probably cost a liver. I just break it on a, it's say, no again. So I will leave it. Let's go. For this job, I prefer to use liquid glue. Liquid is nice because you can drop and just press it, let the drop on the part that you want to glue. So what I usually do is to grab some filter cigarettes, place the filter. Okay. So the idea is just to place the glue. Liquid works much better. Then you use the soil, because the soil is very porous, will help to keep and even to make a little bit of powder, will help you to stick the wood in place. I hope.
Not often we can see the beauty in the pain. Not often we can see the value that we gain. Now listen, little one, the wounds will heal in time. I know it weighs a ton, but baby, you'll be fine.
Don't forget to cover quite well the power sand. It's a very nutritious soil. If you live in contact with the water, so it will release a lot of nutrients and then you get algae problems. So what I'm doing is put the rest of the soil, finishing the details and leave the wood to glue for the end.
Start living for the moment. Letting go of the past.
The idea is just to make it the V shape. Plants will grow right over here and here. Leave this space for, I can always use and make that difficult. A little bit of Monte Carlo, a little bit of Araucaria just on that corner.
The value that we gain. Now listen, little one.
And you guys may ask, and here, this part of the tank, there is nothing on it. You don't intend to put at least sand? One thing that I have learned with the time is the sand is the last thing to put in the tank. But I had a not so nice experience using the aqua soil in the past. It was half sand, half soil. I put all the soil, I put the sand first and everything before start planting, and then start putting the plants, and I flood the tank. I didn't spray the soil as they should. And afterwards the soil started a little bit floating, and with so much space to fall, it will fall in the front of the tank. So all white sand was sprinkled of the black. So we learn with the mistakes. So now spray it, and then at the end we pray, not only for the wood to float, but also for the soil just not getting on the front.
I know it wastes time, but baby, you'll be fine. You'll be fine, 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 fine.
Really like this t-shirt, Aquascaping makes my world go round. Did you see Felipe, the way that he puts in all the aqua soil and all the rocks? Just like a ninja, really quick. He's the fastest-handed aquascaper that I know. I hope that you like this episode. I really like the way that he used the wood, the Manzanita wood, and then the way that he glued it with the rocks. And I really like the V-shape. This is something that we had not used before at the Green Aqua. So there are quite a few novelties, and he had so much to say, and we really like it. So we're gonna continue next week with the planting and some more really useful tips with Felipe. Stay tuned, subscribe if you didn't do so, or hit the bell button to get notified of our future uploads. Until next week for part 2, stay tuned, bye.
Next week on Green Aqua.
My style was always being more minimalistic as possible. Tools make the difference how you plant. Some of them are more comfortable than the others. The tweezer, don't grab it too much on the front. Put it on in between. Don't forget that you are flooding the tank. I already messed up my house twice. This is not a low budget, right?